So yesterday, update 2.2.3 dropped for BBR. Now, it is much smaller than the previous update, which brought with it a bunch of new features, weapon, map, game mode. So this one's mostly focused on gameplay improvements and bug fixes. So without further ado, we're going to get stuck right into the patch notes. There'll be a link in the description down below if you want to go and read them for yourselves. So starting off with gameplay features. So Dusty Dew and Tensa Town 32v32 invasion has been added. So prior to this, invasion was only available on a few select maps, and now they're starting to roll it out for different size of servers as well as different maps. Isle Invasion, a vehicle repair station, has been added to ground objectives. Invasion Kodiak, one objective at the last stage near Defender Base, has been removed. Invasion 32v32 has been added to the Kodiak map. Chromatic aberration on the loadout screen has been reduced. Film grain settings have been added to the video settings, so you can now turn them off. Squad points now display on the interaction menu. Camo previews are now available when hovering over them as opposed to just having to apply them all the time, which was kind of annoying, so that's a nice quality of life change there. And the camo system is just insane. There's so much you can do, but that was something that was added last patch, so I'm not going to go into detail about that. The ability to change the size of enemy pings is now available, which is great. I'm all for the ability to customize your HUD and the UI as much as possible to tailor it to whatever you prefer, so this is absolutely fantastic. The ping button function remains the same. Holding it now opens a menu. So with the last update, just quick pinging wasn't available anymore for some reason. So even if you pressed like the middle mouse button, it wouldn't ping. You'd have to physically like hold it, then go into social, then ping, which was really inconvenient. So the quick ping, as I like to call it, has been re-added. The maximum number of pings at a time has been increased from 3 to 6 per squad. Air drone spotting of players is now possible. Spots now last 12 seconds, which gives the air drone a much needed buff. Makes it just more usable and not so much being used as a way to bring APMs to enemies. The radio menu flags have been sorted, so they're sorted by basically the alphabet. So instead of having them by closest, it's now just A, B, C, D if there's 4 flags, or A, B, C, D, E. Players can now ping enemies while down, with pings lasting for 2 seconds. So I tried this yesterday, and that is nice, allowing you to ping while you are down, because you don't have a compass when you're down, and coordinating with your teammates or squad members to tell them where you got shot from can be difficult. The sound spread of all snipers has been increased to 2,000 meters. Now, you're not going to hear just shots, sniper shots going off across the whole map. It is very, very faint, almost indistinguishable when you're really, really far. Sniper rifles now leave a bullet trail that lasts for 3 seconds. The sound of a sniper's bullet whizzing past is now distinct from other weapons. The glint angle of snipers' long-range scopes has been heavily reduced. Smoke density has been updated, obstructing outside views from within, so no longer will you be able to really shoot out of smoke when you're popping smokes. Grenades now trigger in combat status for players spawning, which is great. Less spawning into death. The Basra map has been reworked, so I haven't had a chance to play this one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. In the invasion game mode, flags are now created from 4 stages, with 3 locked after capture. So how I understand that this works is basically a flag has 4 different capture stages, allowing the team to like save their capture stages, and then if the enemy team comes back and recaptures the flag, then you'll only have to recapture one of the 4 stages instead of capping the entire of the flag. So that's really pretty much how it works. Footstep sounds have been made more directional, so improving the audio here. Enemy footstep sounds are now louder and sharper than ally footsteps, which is great, and ally players' footsteps are no longer audible beyond 20 meters. So just adding more audio cues, allowing you to distinguish friendlies from enemies, just making the game feel better overall. Moving on to bug fixes. So the issue causing the game to crash in spectator mode has been fixed. Slight stutters introduced with the new update has been fixed. Server-side performance and movement issues have been improved. A bug preventing players from being killed while using a Humvee's turret has been fixed. MDX's glint no longer appears through foliage and obstacles, much like the sniper glint. Attachment barrel sizes have been readjusted. The issue with trees not destroying and causing server errors has been fixed. The solid color has been moved to the bottom in pattern 1, and they have been renamed to avoid confusion. The inability to place Hesco walls on roofs has been fixed. Positional hit markers have been fixed. The inconsistency in pinging players has been addressed. The issue of inconsistent mouse sensitivity on the radial menu, particularly at resolutions other than 1080, has been fixed. Players are no longer able to ping through bushes. Network stability has been improved. A backend bug related to players having more than 100 items in their inventory has been fixed. So that's all the different things that have been fixed or changed in update 2.2.3. As I said, much smaller than the previous update, but a lot of nice quality of life improvements in this one, which is very welcome. And Battlebit just seems to be going in the right direction, and the devs are putting in the work, because we're getting updates pretty consistently for such a small dev team. So that'll be it for today's video. Again, if you want to read the entirety of the patch notes, there'll be a link in the description down below. But yeah, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.